Yasop as well. Big question is he going first or second? Trying to think, you've got a 7, you've got a 5, maybe that's a dragon. Trying to think of if you want to keep this. Maybe an Uda in there. But ideal cards. Yasop is okay. You really want to see Rayleigh. You really want to see the Beckmans. Okay, he's keeping it. The big thing is, like, Lucky Roo can be bounced by Law, so it's okay, but it's better in late game because it'll take off 2 attacks assuming they don't have Law anymore. Yeah, going first is really big in this matchup. You want to be able to hit your Rayleigh on 9 after a Beckman, or even if you play 7 Newgate. 7 Newgate is really good here because he's going to be recurring removal. And then you get the combo it potentially with a Rayleigh. -2 on a 7, KO it. And then -3 on something and KO it. Can leave for big removal of those big threats in your way. Leaving 3 up. You just passed. Didn't even swing. Didn't even swing. I'm interested. Is this goal to starve him of reason? Because usually they'll take the first hit. Obviously, Nestor knows what he's doing. He didn't get here. Interesting, interesting. Now, of course, having that dilemma as well, he wants to establish that Teach might just go the Boa, avoiding establishing that Teach to give him that free value. Going Boa, And it's probably just going to go 6 at life. Perfume in there. Probably going to be a last card. Looks like a Teach. I'm very intrigued as to his style to approach and how these games are going to play out. This final, also, it's completely untimed. They can take as much time as they want, whereas other rounds you did not have that. To keep it absolutely fair, make sure there's no invalid wins because somebody played for time. We're going to go 5, buff our leader by 6. Now, the question is he going to swing this turn? Or is he just, yep, he's turning it sideways. Okay. Block 1k. No, he's going to take it. Okay. All right, Dofi's going to go ahead and draw. There's that Teach. So he's got 2 Teach. Stack something to play, and he's going to see a Perfume next. Perfume's a big card in this matchup. There's been games where it's like, oh, you have 1 card in hand. Well, if it's not Perfume, I win. It's Perfume. It's like, oh, I lose. Very powerful card. Could go ahead, bounce, remove it. Yep. This, I talked to Mangly about. It takes, he doesn't get to swing on you. It takes away a lot of momentum. They're not establishing a Jimbei. They're establishing this. You get to go 7. Now he can play his Beckman and trash the Boa. Yeah. Getting rid of the Boa, poking a 5, and having a threat. So really just keeping Joa's board a little contained. Gonna go ahead and give up one of those Teaches. Gravity Blade's also pretty bad in this matchup. There are a lot of cards that aren't great. Just because, Shanks tends to play on the top end. Interesting to see if he has a Rayleigh on the follow-up. Could put him in a really good spot, considering it doesn't look like Joa has a Gecko more, or not a Gecko, a Jinbei in hand. I'm going to go ahead. Leader ability, give him a 2K. And we're going to go play a Sinjamin. Sengoku, make sure we pay that Don. And we're going to go ahead and search. Looks like the deck is upside down. I'm not sure if that's his preference. Finds a Crocodile. Not entirely ideal. Still no Jinbei. Going to go ahead, play the Boa. Looks like he might be a Boa, and then still no Jinbei, but we do have a Weevil. Going to find the Outlaw, then we're going to see another Weevil. Dig just a little bit deeper, looking for this Jinbei. Looking really good here for Nestor in the first game so far. Still at 5 life, only used 1 card to counter. Playing down that Teach now. No Red Hawk to stop him. Gonna say, I don't even want that Weevil. Gonna stack his own, put a little bit more pressure on. If I'm Shanks, I'm taking this. Just too expensive to get out of. And just taking that extra card. Yeah. You can give up 2 or you can go +1. You just gotta go that +1. Shanks back. Again, Aurelie goes really hard here. You play it, you -2 on Weevil, -3 on Boa, KO Boa. Or if you really want to remove the Jozu, you can -2, -3 on Boa. Then you can go 7 at Jozu. Aurelie, there it is. Let's see where he minuses. He's going to go Boa. And, yep, Weevil. And he's going to KO there. And then he's going to go 5 at 4. He goes 6 at 4 if he really wants to remove it. Yeah. Looking really good here for Shanks. Rayleigh, you want to hit Beckman into Rayleigh when you're going first. Gives you a lot of momentum. Minusing 3K, like minusing 2 there. Playing a Building Snake isn't bad. I like to preload them. He's going to go 6 at the Weevil. And then free up for either... He's going to pick a card with 7 at Jozu. Or he's going to go 7 at Life. And just try to put a little bit more pressure on. He's going to go 7 at Life. Back on Dofi. Only real threat is the Jozu, but that Teach recurs value. There have been instances where I play Rayleigh and I KO the Teach. Because if you play into your curve and you get to use Teach, it gives you so much value. And then Nestor coming up on his 10 turn. If he has 10 Shanks, we'll put in a La. Going 3 committed to the Jozu, or to the Dofi, to the leader. Gonna go 8 Beckman. Turn 1. Assuming Beckman, now we see that Weevil, he's gonna go ahead and draw. Should be that Law. Oh, it's a Crocodile. Interesting. Maybe it was Croc. I'm assuming 8 at the Beckman. Beckman sticks, it will create a big problem for him. And there's only reason to go 8 is because if you go 7, they just -1. Oh, 7 at Life, 8 at Life. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, if I'm Nestor, I'm just taking that. Is he gonna go 9? 9 at life. Again, you know, you really want to try to get the value out of your Shanks leader every turn. When your opponent's swinging big numbers and you don't, you're pretty much just losing a free 1K. And it's never a great feeling. So he's drawing. He's got, looks like 8 cards in hand. Ton in hand. He could easily save that from a 10 drop. 10 drop goes really good right here, though. You, of course, want to put a little bit of pressure on. But at 3 life, a 10 drop. When you have the 6s, they are very strong because they're 5s. But when you have the 5s, they are very weak because then they require 1 Don just to even swing. 6s can still organically swing. Interesting to see what Nestor has up his sleeve. Ten Shanks would be huge here, though. Just because he is so healthy. In a great spot. Oh. He might not have it. He might not have it. Yeah, Rayleigh here is also still really good. My favorite follow-up to Rayleigh is another Rayleigh. Especially if I have an established board. 5 cost not sticking. If there's a 5 cost on the board, then goes a long way. I think he's just going to go at the face. Put on the pressure. Just ignore what he's got. Maybe it's... He's going to counter out of this as well. Getting those cards out of hand. Oh, he's going to take. Maybe he's going to drop a... Oh, there's the first Jinbei of the game. That can be big. Oh, a dragon. Okay, going to go 9-9. Just put on full pressure. Knowing that he's going to want to go for game soon. Maybe even just... Maybe poke 9, see if he's going to take it. Or if he counters out. And then if he takes it, you put in the other 9. If he does, you might just consider... If he counters out of this, yeah. You might just go 7 and leave 2 up for that Red Hawk. Debating. Oh, is he going to go the 9? Yeah. Yeah, committed. 9 at life. Considering maybe, yeah, 9 at life. Lots of 2Ks on Zhao's side. Joa side. A lot of 2Ks. Doflamingo is not notoriously known for having 2Ks. Having that many to be able to answer, and he draws another one. 3 life. He has to either answer bodies or establish a blocker. If he has Roger and he opts to go down to 0 himself here too, regardless of the blockers that are played, Zhao will have to deal with 5, 7, 8, 9, and 13 going to the face. So he's got to be careful. Okay, he's going to counter out of this one. Nestor didn't get here on just luck alone. I'm locked in. Yeah, opting to just leave everything where it is. Again, he can go down to 0. Might go down to 0. So they don't play a blocker here. They might just be done for. So they're like forced to play a blocker to some degree. Or go for lethal. Go 7. Leaves them with 8 Don left. They can still go 4 and do 7, 9. He's going to counter out of it. Maybe he's not going to count on a Roger here, since he went ahead and countered out. Yeah, going face felt really good so far. But it's because he hasn't had a Jinbei. Jinbei was pretty big. And he got a lot of tempo because there hasn't been a Jinbei yet. Going with the Sengoku. Going ahead and scooping it up. We're going to game 2. Shanks taking game 1. Great thing about Shanks, the games are fast. Tin Guru, thank you for the Prime sub. And the Dofi mulligan, looks like Shanks opted to keep. Let me know, who are you guys rooting for? Shanks or Newgate? Not Newgate, Doflamingo. Shanks or Doflamingo? It's pretty 50-50, but you can shift it a bit depending on how he plays his Shanks. So interested to see how this turns out. Perona, great turn 1 start. Let's see. Oh, and first card is a Jimbei into a Moria and the Law. Whew. Gonna take the Law, load up that Jimbei. Boom. Jimbei. Law. Yeah. Maybe Boa. He's going to minus that. Do you have the Boa? He's going to play the Law. Does he have the Red Hawk? Is he going to Law bounce? Oh, he's going to take the Jimbei back. Yeah. Yeah. No value for the Red Hawk here. He's still going to play the Red Hawk. Very well played. Opting, you know, I'll just play this one turn later. I'll keep my Jimbei, establish my Law. A Law cheating out on a turn I couldn't normally play it, and I get my Perona back. Added back counter, added back value. Exactly what you'd expect from this level. Doflamingo on 5. He can play Teach. He knows that there's a Red Hawk. Yeah, going 6. Making sure he can't get Red Hawked. But of course now it's like, okay, might just have to hard cast that Jimbei. Might be faking. Gives him a 2k. You can either risk it or play it safe. Gonna play Goku. He might be going for the... Gonna find a Weevil. Might just be going for the Teach Jimbei play. Yeah. Just gonna be like, if you have it, you have it. Take out 2 of those cards early. Yep. Yep. He's gonna go for the Teach. If Teach sticks, he's up big. So really just forcing him to have it. Yep, gonna go ahead and stack. Presumably Jimbei. He's gonna go 7. Gonna do this. Gonna be a Jimbei, Weevil. He already... Oh, he just takes it. Oh. Very unfortunate for Nestor having to leave 4 Dawn up on his 4 Dawn turn. No other plays. Playing the Yasop, buffing. Probably going to go 7 at Jimbei. 7 at Law. Yeah, take the Law out of rotation if you can. It's going to get it. So you don't get Law looped. Jimbei is like the last card that I'm putting in trash. Just because you can... Everybody's playing like 4 Gecko, 2 Gecko. And they just add back... It's like playing 6 Jimbeis. Oh, there's the Jozu. Yep. Takes away the Yasop. You are a 6K leader, though, but he does get 2 free swings on you because it is his 7 Don, so this turn a lot more powerful. Can go 6. You use leader, and then you can go 6 with lead. Oh, Teach. He's going to go 7 with lead. This is why Teach just continually pays dividends in Doflamingo. Now he's going to play a Boa. That Boa is going to give 1 Don to that Jinbei, and he's going to swing 6 again. So what was 1 swing going at life is now going to be 2. And he's going to take 6 at life. Got to give him a 1K if you have it. Gives him a Yasop. Of course, it was bounced back to his hand. We're at 8. No bodies on board, which is unfortunate. Rayleigh's still really good here. Go -3, -2, KO, go 5. Yep, Rayleigh. Minus the 6Ks. If you're maybe even, there's still the consideration of getting rid of Teach. Just because that Teach just showed you how strong it is. Even if you play on curve, it gives you a lot of value. He's going to minus those 2. Okay, he's going to want to clear the Jinbei. Guarantee that body gone with the 5 at the 3. Or get 2 and a 1. And then Jinbei's not going to be able to swing the next turn unless he commits a lot of Don. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, he's like, is it my turn? Yep. It's going to be his turn. Make sure we hit that refresh face first. Boom. Get those 2 Don. 9 Don. Play a Mihawk. If he can somehow stabilize this turn. Looks like he does play the 7 Newgate. Looks like there's a 9 drop in there as well. Opting to KO Weevil over Boa, because Boa is a potential non-swinger if they opt to keep her as a blocker. Whereas if Weevil sticks on board, Weevil is 100% going to swing every single time. Boa has the potential to not apply pressure on you. Alright, we're going to Perona. Yep. Make sure we spend that 2 Don so Teach can get it for free. And now we're going to stack our deck and know what we're going to play. It looks like probably Boa. Based off what we see there. Going with that Boa. Want to make sure, you know, he's going to want to draw that 2K. Set himself up for these future turns. Perona is just the gift that keeps on giving. If you line up 5 Warlords the next 5 turn or the next like 2/3 turns, you'll just keep getting them. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, we're going to attach 2. 3. Just going to go 8. 8 life. Ability. Pay 1. Can still go, yep, playing the Boa. Boa's probably going to give 1 to Boa. And then I could see 8 and 9 at life, putting in a lot of pressure, making it very hard for Shanks to play a 10 drop. And of course, here we have the Doflamingo player seeing all of their 6K bodies. The 6K bodies really go a long way in the matchup against Shanks. Because they get to swing without you hitting them with a free minus. And your leader is swinging 70. Oh, going in with the teach. Yeah, putting on that pressure any way you can, no matter how you divide it up, making it very hard for Shanks to play a 10 drop or anything like that is your ideal as the Dofi. Still playing the 10 drop. Interesting, interesting. He has to go for board here. Yeah, 5 there, guarantee that. Goes 6 at a boa, 6 on or 8 at 5 on a boa, and then you gotta try to clear that Jozu. Even then, it's still not looking phenomenal. Your opponent still has 4 life, and you have to find a way to deal with it. She's an 8. She's a 5. She's a 5. So 2-2Ks. Yep. Now we're gonna go ahead, go with the Jozu, get that clear. But 2 of those boas is not ideal. Gonna go 7 again here. I don't know how many cards are in Shanks' hand, but it's not looking good. Gonna go 8. It's gonna take push for that 9. No Red Hawk trigger. Again, your opponent's at 4 life. Yeah. Takes game 2. We're on to game 3. Also, Mirko, thank you for the follow. And Gavana, thank you for the follow. This game is for all it's worth. It is best of 3. We are going to the last game. Shanks, of course, getting the initiative here. Getting to go first is a really big. So we'll see if they can bring it on home. That Jinbei. Jinbei is really good here. Teach. Hopefully we got Red Hawk here. The great part here is when they play this Jinbei, they go 8, you can still minus the Jinbei if they don't have Boa. I'm assuming they have Boa, but if they don't, gonna go ahead and Weevil. Oh. Not give him the opportunity to do the minus. He has to give him the opportunity to do the minus before. He's gonna minus Jinbei. He was playing ahead. Because before Jinbei resolves, you have to declare the minus, so. Okay. He's like, yep. Seems like the judge just had a minor thing to say. But now he can either answer the Weevil or the Jinbei. Honestly, I still think I'm going... I think I'm going Teach. Oh, he's going to 2K. Oh, no. Looks like I guess he did the minus on the leader. Oh, double 2K. No Red Hawk. First place here goes to Worlds. So LATAM only has one invite. Gonna go 5. Okay, 6 at the Jinbei. Easy 2K if you have it. Maybe not 1K just because you don't want to give it away that you don't have a 2K. Looks like he might not. Yeah, just giving it to him. Might not have that 2K. Let's see if he has the Jozu for the 3rd time. Jozu for the 3rd time here really pops off. Yeah, Red Hawk here would have been big. Red Hawk would have been big. With 2 options, I still think I go Teach. Unfortunately, didn't see it. Boa, okay. Gonna go ahead, get that one done, stack that top. We're gonna see, looks like Boa, or who's that on top? Kinda hard to tell. Looks like he's gonna save that Boa. That really looks like Buggy. Gonna attach the one. Is he just gonna give it to Weevil? Okay, he's not gonna play for the top deck. The big thing here, Perfume was the last card. The big thing here is that Shanks can stabilize. That Teach. It goes, Teach is a big problem. Because now he gets to swing in, play, do a bunch of fun stuff. There's 7. You can leader ability minus. He's just going to give him the 2K. Dofi's going to go 8. Maybe Nestor just doesn't have a 1K that he wanted to give up. Going to go 8 at lead. I think you just take this, go down to 4. Going to play, okay, it was a Weevil. It was Weevil. Getting that draw into the Buggy. Just really needs to stabilize here. Beckman is really needed. Honestly, if he has Newgate here is actually a whole lot stronger. 7-drop. We know Nestor plays it. If he goes 7-drop Newgate, only a Beckman. Because then he can continually play removal and also get value out of the Yasop. Yes. Honestly, I don't know what you would define their I don't know what they're playing in their Shanks build. If we can define it as aggro or control. However, I think Shanks typically seems to tie a line of a hybrid somewhere there. Doflamingo can definitely... Doflamingo is the most flexible leader. It can play tempo, he can play aggressive, he can play everything. That's why he's so strong, is you can play for whatever you need. Taking just a little bit of pressure off, but not as much as you would like. Gonna take that. Go ahead and see where we're getting this. Yeah, 6 bodies. Go really. Just seeing those 6Ks is so powerful. Because swinging 6, Shanks can't just minus. Has to have an answer. Or has to go minus 1K, and you get to go 7 for so efficient. Now you see another Boa. Gonna stack that once more. There's that femur. No targets. No targets. Now you got to decide, do you want to keep that femur? You want to bottom deck these? There is a Jozu as well. Jozu feels a little bit late. Gotta go ahead and bottom deck them. Those cards aren't going to advance his gameplay. And then Nestor's only going to 9. Will not be able to drop a 10 drop. And again, that 10 drop is really good against the 5 bodies. The 6 bodies, nowhere near. Alright, we're going to go 7. Looks like at life. No ability. No ability. Probably going to go 7, then go 8. I think we see 2 10 drops in the hand. If we can somehow find a way to play both of those in a really good spot. But if we had Newgate, we could feel really good about that. Unfortunately, because then Newgate, you can go Newgate, Yasop into a Rayleigh is very powerful. Okay, go ahead and take that one as well. Passing. Again, you know, it's all comes back to that teach. And at this point, we have 2 cards in our hand that are just bricks. We know there's a Rayleigh in the hand. Rayleigh has to come down. -3, -2, KO something. Question is, do we do a teach? Do we do... You have to remove the blocker or you have to minus it. Otherwise, it's like you did nothing. Because then he still has a 6k. So yeah, you got to minus the boa. And then you're going to minus their 3k on the boa, KO. Probably go... You can poke 5 at 6 or 5 at 4 to try to get the 2k. Or if they let it go, then your 6k is free to swing. But you can just go 7 at the 1 and then minus... Yep, 7 at the 1, and then we're going to minus the one that's already minused by 1k. Or is he just going to make that Weevil a 5k? Okay, looks like he's just minus the Weevil he's swinging into, so it's 7 at 5. 2 cards to save. And he can go 5 at 4 and 7 at it again. Really going to tax that hand looking for those 2Ks. And if he lets it go, he can put 7 at the 4 and then go 5 at life. Gonna just let that go. We're going to go 5 at 4. Do you have a 2K? Can we have the 2K? Looks like there's a buggy, of course. Bottomed it because there wasn't any value in those. No targets for the leader. Already in a really good spot. 7 at life. Okay, go ahead and take it. First hit over there. No big threats on board at this point, but can just apply a lot of pressure here. Perfume is on the bottom of the deck. You can still establish a threat to use Teach's ability and then spit out some bodies. So he's not out the woodworks yet, but if he can keep this 1 life and he doesn't go super wide, or he only plays 5Ks, the 10 drop can do a lot of work still here. Lack of Red Hawks really feeling it. There's that Jinbei. That's exactly what we didn't want to see. Now I can go wide for really cheap and apply that pressure. If that last life is gone, we're gone. Looks like maybe 7 cards in Nestor's hand. First glance, 2 of them are bricks for sure. Gonna go ahead. Ooh, regain value. Yup. That is what they're known for. Gonna play it again. Maybe look for a 2K. Look for anything. There's those Kayas. Been seeing Kaya in Asia, and we just saw Kaya right here now as well. Being able to bounce back Kaya while also filtering, looking for your pieces. Very underrated. Go ahead, stack there. Give 2 to our leader. We can go a whole 10. We put him at 0. We don't have Perfume, but then it forces them to play defense the rest of the game if we could put him at 0. Yep, going 8. Or going 10. Lead. Gonna play out Weevil. Draw a card. Huge. $2K, 2K, 1K, even with leader ability. It is 9. Okay, so just 2K, 2K. Hmm. 0 life. 4 life on the opponent's side. Lots of cards in hand. Feels impossible to push lethal here. Board's not turned sideways. Double Rayleigh. Okay. Rayleigh with a Red Hawk. Still doesn't feel great. We can clear a little bit of this pressure off, though. -3. Honestly, I think I go -3 on Weevil, -2 on Jimbei, and I'm KOing the... Or you can do the law, yeah. You don't want the law loop. Okay. Interesting. I'd probably get rid of the 1, but I guess because you can go 8 there. We want to clear that body. That makes sense. I would heavily consider the teach, though. Just because at this point, perfume is a thing. And with perfume teach is 17 at the dome, which is absolutely terrifying. So we're going to go ahead, give that up. We have to have 15k encounter, 5 at life. If we can count to 15, we're in there. 6 at life. Again, you just want to protect that life at this point because you're just going to go 15. No blockers. 7. Going to go down to 3 life. Still plenty of life, too. Plenty of cards in hand. Dofi is not worried at all. So if he just goes 15, you still have to go through 3 life and hit face. Let's see. Gonna go 6. Interesting. Gonna create that value. Take that body off. Now it's even harder to go for lethal. Go ahead and teach. Yep. Apply that pressure. Establish that body. Draw that card. Get rid of a brick. Go for more counter. Yeah. You go ahead. Yep. Put it all in. Go in. Tap 1. I'm going to play out that. Go ahead and draw 1. Looks like they also have gravity blades. So even establishing double blocker is not the greatest feeling here. I still think you have to get teach. Like, law's okay, but I still think you have to get teach. Gonna go ahead and take the law. And then a 1k. Okay. Go ahead. Yep. We need another Red Hawk and 1 blocker here. Lucky Roo is a blocker. We know he has 2 bricks in hand. Depending on what he has. I mean, you know he has a ton of counter. You don't want to establish 2 because Gravity Blade, you just get folded like a lawn chair. Is this Rayleigh? Rayleigh is super ideal here because you get the cycle. Yes. Yes, we want to play silvers. We want to draw 2, and then we want to trash 1. We want to get rid of... Oh, it looks like he drew a Bad Manners Kick Course. We want to get rid of those 10 drops. Those 10 drops have no value here. It looks like we might be leaving 2 up for another Red Hawk, buying us another turn. Gonna go 8 at the Weevil. No, maybe so. We want to put a little bit of pressure on the life. We are worried about femur. You definitely don't want to establish 2 threats here. I've done this one too many times. 2 blockers. And then you just get grav bladed. And you just lost 2k counter for no reason. Yeah, I mean, it's 2k counter for 7 Don. And then, you know, he can go. He has Teach, though. So while he has Teach, he only pays 5. Goes a long way when it comes to lethal, which is, again, why I just feel like maybe you just have, like, you want to answer that Teach. Because the law on board, to me, is just a 1k. But again, Nestor did not get here for no reason. Gotta trust his process. Looks like he might be considering that Lucky Roo, which could be the downfall here. I don't know how much counter he has. I think he's counting his counter. We know there's 2 bricks still in there. Really trying to see what's... In a situation like this, you want to think, what is the... If I do this, what is the worst outcome? Do I survive it? And just run those scenarios in your mind, knowing what, you know, they might play. The bodies they have. Okay, he's going to go 6. Really feels like he's going to spit out that Lucky Roo. I'm going to go 7 at life. At this point, I think you just take them. Yeah, you're just digging for cards. If there's anything that might answer this Rayleigh for less. And he plays the Lucky Roo, okay? Okay, so he can go 12 for lethal. He can go 12 for lethal. 5-12. Now the question is, would he have lived without it? He's got 7 cards in hand. 6 or 7. 6 or 7 cards in hand. 2, it looks like 2 bad manners kick course. That might take him to distance. 2 bad manners. If he goes for lethal here, I mean, he has to, right? He's going to go ahead and play 7. Gravity Blade both of them. Did Nestor math this in? He's going to go ahead. Oh, he's just going to smack in 8. And he's going to do the Teach. He's going to go 8-9. He's going to Shanks -1 and bad manners. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm on the edge of my seat. He has to have a 2K or 2 1Ks with the bad manners. He's just going to take the 9. Does he have it? Bad manners. 2K. There it is. Nestor takes it. Nestor brings it home with the counter. He had the 2K. There it is. There it is. Everybody's saying, you know, Shanks can stabilize. We saw him bottom deck the perfume that did end up costing him. Nestor going to Japan. Huge congratulations.